So welcome back to another episode, and this is unbelievable. I'm reading about this everywhere. There's a few other people that are making videos about it. I haven't watched their videos because I don't like to get influenced by other people's opinions that way. I'll watch it after I put this up. But it seems that Octopath Traveler is selling out. That's amazing, and it's a very hard to find game right now. That's what people are saying. As though I've checked every goddamn store. I certainly haven't. But I want to talk about why this is interesting and why it kind of sucks. It sucks that anybody who wants a copy right now, they cannot find them. And that would really be terrible. The only other way to get it, and I know Square Enix said this, is the best way to get this game is to download it. But, like most people like me, you don't want to download it, you want to get a physical copy of the game, I understand that, but it is an alternative. It is an alternative. Why is this game selling out? Why was Square Enix and Nintendo taken so by surprise? I think because they thought, oh, we're just going to do an old school RPG, and, you know, it'll probably have a very niche audience, where something's been going on for a long time. A very long time. And that is the younger generation that grew up with the Final Fantasies on the Super Nintendo and have come all the way to now have been longing for a game like this for a very, very long time. And Square Enix decided to do something about it and said, okay, well, we'll put something out. They had no idea that there was such a demand that this is going to sound strange to say. All those younger people that grew up with those Final Fantasies I was talking about have grown up to be adults of my age, younger, many different generations leading up. And a lot of us have done nothing but preach the gospel on old JRPGs and how, you know, the turn-based style is a lot of fun and there's a lot of charm in there. There's a lot to it. And I think a lot of younger people are saying, hey, you know what, I'm going to go check it out on emulation. And so I think there's this total love, unknown love out there for these JRPGs that are turn-based. It's not an old thing. It is an old thing, but the love for it isn't old. It's still here. It's still today. People still want games like this. And I know a lot of people over the last few years, you know, with Final Fantasy 15, there was a huge camp that did not like the game. There was a huge camp that liked the game. I did like the game. But a lot of people were upset that video games or JRPGs were becoming very just action-based. And they were losing their roots, per se. And I think there's been a hunger and a desire and a love for these old school games. And Square Enix has brought it out, and they've been caught with their pants down. Go figure, they're the company that created, you know, one of the greatest JRPGs of all time, Final Fantasy. Arguably one of the favorites. And I think they had no idea that there was this love, as I talked about, with all of us. And we've been dying for this game. And an Octopath, is it the true accumulation of everything you want in a JRPG? That's debatable. I mean, even when I did my review, that's something else I want to talk about. That's debatable. My review, when I reviewed it, I thought, oh, you know, I think a few people might watch this review. I didn't think 82,000 people at this point would watch it in a few days' time. This game has gone viral in a lot of ways. The people trying to search out information for it. There has been a craze for it. Is the game, as I say, does it live up to all of that hype? That's debatable. That's for you to, you know, figure out for yourself. I think it really does. I think it really harkens back to a more of a Saga series game. A lot of people have kind of complained about the stories don't intertwine that well, where I talked to other people where they've really enjoyed the stories. In fact, some people I've talked to, some of the stories actually disturbed them. Really. So these types of games are such an emotional, there's such an emotional thing going on with them that it is such an individualistic thing. Somebody might play this game and absolutely hate it, where somebody might be looking for that nostalgic flair of the past and just absolutely find it. So that's for, you know, history to decide. That's not even for me to decide. I'm a big JRPG fan. I really like the game. I'm really happy that we have this problem. Can you believe it? In 2018, a JRPG has sold out. Really, an old school one. That says a lot about the future, about where we're going. I already know there's somebody down at Square Enix Japan going, number 2 signed off. And there's absolutely probably going to be number 2. And they might listen to some of the criticism by people on the first game. So, a lot of people maybe didn't like some of the stories. Maybe they'll improve that in the second one. That's all to be seen. But it's a really great problem to have. But I do feel sorry for anybody out there who is having a hard time finding a copy. Let me know in the comments below, are you having a hard time finding this game? Is it tough to find? Is it, I checked my local Craigslist. The prices were pretty normal. Nothing too absolutely outrageous. I haven't checked eBay. I haven't, done any of that, really. But I know for a lot of people on Amazon, they said like a couple of months or something. Really? Really? If that's the case, that's crazy. I hope that they're able to, bump up the shipments on this and really get it out the door to more people. And then more people get to play the game and get to experience what some of the hype is about. And the hype is this. It's a return to old school form that a lot of us have wanted for a long time. And it's gotten delivered. It has been delivered. And I think it's really great that a lot of people maybe are playing a JRPG for the very first time with Octopath Traveler. Maybe they're finding out about this game and saying, hey, what is this all about? Why is there such a craze for this? This is only great for all of us who like JRPGs and want more games like this. And that is what this is saying by selling out. We want more games like this. Bring more games like this. Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy, 4, which was, I love all of those old games so much, and it's great to see a return, and that JRPGs are rocking in 2018. So anyways, guys, until next time.